Here are the items that I got at the Dollar Tree that I'm going to use to make my wreath. I have a package of moss, 2 floral bouquets, 1 styrofoam wreath, and 1 straw wreath. I also bought a purple ribbon. Now I'm going to push the leaf up on each one and cut approximately the same length as the styrofoam ring. And I'm just going to go ahead and put a flower up to each one and try to get as close to the same length as I can on each one. So I'm just trying to remember to move the leaf up before I cut it. And then I'm trying to keep them all about the same. I took the flower and I put it up to the foam to see how much space I should leave when I put it in. So I'm going to go, it's about, I don't know, 4 or 5 inches. So let's see. So I'm just taking the wire that was from the flowers and I cut a piece off and I'm just wiring it to the wreath, the foam to the wreath. There you go, let's just say. And I used this bamboo skewer to make a hole through the styrofoam, and then I could feed the wire from the floral through and then I attach it in the back like this. So I'll do that as many times as I can. I didn't have any wire, so I'm going to use the wire from the flowers. And it's perfect because it's green. One more. Should do it. Push it in the back like that. Okay, there you go. It's on there pretty good. The glue didn't work, but the wiring from the flowers did. I'm just going to fold this one over like that. There you go. And I didn't even have to buy a wire. I just used the wire from the flowers. Using this will probably help a little bit. Actually, these can be cut a little bit shorter. You just have to grab it and push it in a little bit. There we go. Let's see. These flowers cut so easy. I remember doing this back in the 90s. These flowers used to be so hard to cut, but they've made them easier to cut. See if I can do it without using the skewer. Yeah, I can. That's looking so pretty. You should try putting some glue in there. Unless you think you're going to move them around, so I wouldn't do glue to the end if you think you're going to want to move them around. So far I have 3 on each side. And it's staying in place really good. I have these little pieces of moss. Whoops. Maybe I'll put those on the bottom. I'm going to put one on each end here. And so let's see how the hot glue gun works. I wonder if a skewer would go through them. Okay, so for the moss, get your glue gun. I ran out of the large glue stick, so I'm going to use this small glue gun. I have a lot of the small glue sticks. I got this glue gun at the Dollar Tree. Oh, excuse me, no, I got this one at the 99-cent store. So I'm going to put a moss on the bottom and the top of the 3 flowers on each side. And I'm going to cut a leaf here, a stem, from the flowers that I cut off. And I'm going to hot glue a butterfly that I got at the Dollar Tree on the end of that and make a butterfly pick to put in the wreath. Here's one. I'll let the other one dry. Okay, good. So the glue is finally melting. I'm going to put more glue under this moss. Here's my glue stick. And I'm going to put one on the top side. I love these little mosses, they're so cute. That definitely needs to be cut shorter. I think this would actually be cuter in the flowers. Can you see the butterfly? Wow, that's really pretty. Okay, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 flowers left, and I have 6 moths. This one here I'm going to fix. So I didn't glue it, so I can easily take it out. I'm going to fix this one. Just don't like the way it looks. I got to make it closer to the moss. There we go. So when you put it in, you can lift it up. You don't like the way it looks. They're easily taken out. And you make a new hole and put it back in. Add some more moss. Oh my gosh, I am just loving this. And my butterfly wasn't holding to the glue, so I just hot glued it onto the leaf. And that seems to be working better. put these three, I'm going to put these last 3 flowers on the bottom. Okay, that leaves me with 4 moths. So it's 2 bouquets of flowers from the Dollar Tree. And I put on the moths from the Dollar Tree, and of that I have 4 left. So I think I'll hot glue those to the top. When you're done, you can go back over, like this one fell out, and you can hot glue it so it stays in place. I just didn't want to hot glue it while I was doing it, just in case I wanted to move the flowers around. There you go. Now he should stay put. Okay, and I still have 2 moths left. Actually, that's going to be the top. So I'm going to fill in a couple of these gaps here. Whoop. Oh, there it goes. I didn't let it dry. I guess I'll let them dry before I lift it up, put it in the camera. Once they dry, these seem to stay pretty secure. The moths seem pretty secure once they're dry. Like these are dry, they're not moving. So and you can no longer see the green wiring that I used to tie down the foam to the wreath, straw wreath. And you can continue adding flowers to the outside if you want, but I actually like the look of just the straw wreath. Oh. So I had to let the moss dry. I'm going to pick out the little glue gun pieces. And then I have this purple ribbon that I'm going to add to the wreath. Again, if you need any wiring, I still have leftover wiring. So this comes in really handy if you need to tie a bow down. This gives you 9 feet of ribbon. So here's my bow, and I'm going to place it on the top here. I think I'm going to add a butterfly to my bow. I'm not the best bow maker, so I think a butterfly will help. So here's my bow, and I added it onto one of the leaves, the wire leaves. I'm going to add this butterfly right in there. Okay, so I put the bow in the bottom with my little butterfly, and with the other side of the ribbon was really long that I had left. I took the whole ribbon off the spool, and then I made the ribbon towards the end, and so I had a lot of ribbon hanging, and now I'm just wrapping it around the wreath, which acts as extra security. And now I'm just going to, in the back, I have that green pick. I'm just going to secure it to that, probably hot glue it, and then cut the rest off. So now I'm going to make a hanger, and I'm going to attach it to the back of the wreath so I can hang it up. Or you can just actually hang it on a wreath holder. I don't even need to make a holder. I added the wiring to the back for the wreath holder. I just measured it against my door wreath holder, and then I hot glue gunned the wiring in the back and secured the ribbon with hot glue. Just a little extra. You don't really need to do that, but probably will stay in place longer. I just put a little hot glue underneath the ribbons here. I added the big butterfly there in the middle of the wreath and some butterflies around the sides. And the butterflies I got at the Dollar Tree, which you see in one of my Dollar Tree hauls. And so this is a finished result. I'm very pleased with it. And here it is on my door, and it just has beautiful colors. Of course, I love purple, and it just gives that spring, summer feel to my home. I'm really happy with it, and this cost me under $6 to make. Everything on here is from the Dollar Tree. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe for more Dollar Tree hauls and craft ideas. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful, blessed day.